kind of patience Keselowski has with the two wide in front of him.
There's a little push and shove going on there for that final, getting to this final lap. There's half a mile to go for Ryan Blaney. The reigning NASCAR Cup Series champion is going to have an opportunity to defend. Last week at these two corners, 3 and 4, he lost the lead and lost the chance. He lost sleep over it. Ryan Blaney's not losing anything here in Martinsville. He wins and is going to Phoenix. That was a determined, savvy drive. And look at that, right at the end, Christopher Bell drives his way in as well. Right at the very end. Look at Adam Stevens.
I think the 20 past the 23 coming to the line for the 1 point that he needed.
This is it. Watch this, the 23 and the 20. He went for it, almost lost control, hits the wall, drives off the wall, sort of Ross Chastain-esque.
Gonna be a lot of conversation in the NASCAR Tower about the entire finish of this race between all the cars racing for points, but what a drive by Blaney.
My goodness.
That was static.
It changed.
No way to hang in there.
It changed on the last corner of the last lap of this race to determine the 4th and final position.
What a drive by Blaney. Just unbelievable long run pace. Understood how to manage 500 laps here at Martinsville. These are step-up moments, Diff, when you can come here having to win the race to move yourself into it and then making it happen.
We understand that race control is checking the end of the race on points and on tie-break situation. Christopher Bell gets it. But this is lucky number 13, victory number 13 in his Cup career for Ryan Blaney to give himself a chance to win back-to-back championships with a thoroughly determined drive through the field, driven by the disappointment of last weekend. Spare a thought for William Byron if it does stay the way we think it is, who did everything he possibly could.
You can't predict how these races are going to finish. Every time we come here, it's something different. Jeff, I'm going to give you credit. You pointed out Blaney. We were so focused on the 9 and the 5, but Blaney just, I mean, from 3 seconds back.
Yeah, Steve, you mentioned it too, the questioning. You know, they're looking at the finish of this. You know, the Ross Chastain move from years ago, they made that, you know, you can't do that anymore to gain position. I don't think that what we saw Christopher Bell do is the same thing. I mean, he drove into turn 3, overdrove the car, got by. Watch this right here. So 23 up the racetrack, right? So he overdrives the corner for sure. On the outside of the 10, sideways, right, hits the wall, and then sure enough stays in the gas. And the last part of that looks like Chastain. The start of it doesn't.
That's right. This is going to be the call that the officials are going to have to make. Either way, we know who won the race.
That is passion that has been spilling over for a week, Marty. What he couldn't get done last week in Florida, he gets done here in Virginia. Ryan Blaney's going to Phoenix.
Steve, you talked about a lot of questions about the end of this race. Two Chevys side by side behind William Byron. They lined up behind him. Looked like they were kind of playing blocker. NASCAR is going to look at that, I'm sure.
And you see the 23 right there to the right, the 1 and the 3. Can't seem to find the 20 away past the 24, and then the 23, who was pretty far up the road, is giving up spots left and right, comes all the way back and gets the 20 past him. There's a lot to digest over there in the tower. I mentioned the 23 and the 20, so the 23 off the pace down into turn 3, the 20 goes by him.
Almost lost it.
And then almost lost it, and then on top of that, I agree, Jeff, with your analysis that into the wall looked normal like racing, but the exit of the corner did look very similar. All right, live to digest. Our crack team down in the truck, though, is going through the radios. Let's listen in. These are the closing laps on the radio of the 23 Bubba Wallace. Let's listen in.
10 to go at the line here, 10 to go at the line. 5 back 11, then 10 to the 24. 24 and 20 are separated by a point right now. Sorry, 3 to go at the line, 3. I think I got a tire going down. 10-4, just nurse it home, nurse it home. Hold it up top, coming to the white.
So, information from the spotter to Bubba Wallace. Bubba claims he has a tire going down. That explains his speed down the backstretch. NASCAR is going to through these same radios that we have. Then we saw the pass by Christopher Bell. The slide job on the 23 got him into the wall. Then there will be question mark on the second half of that corner where he was absolutely against the wall, and how NASCAR sees if that's within or out of bounds.
And you can see Christopher Bell never celebrated, right? He knows it's under question. He knows it's being looked at.
Dave Burns.
Well, we'll step in and talk to Christopher here, who knows they're looking at everything that was going on there. How do you feel the final lap went for you and all the moves you made?
All the moves I made, is that what you said? I mean, I don't know. I knew that I had to get past the 23 and got really loose. Got really loose getting into turn 3, and once I got in the marbles, I was in the wall. So, you know, I had no intention of riding the wall. That's unfortunately where I ended up, trying to get all I could get. And yeah, I don't know. This is weird. This is weird. Everyone's standing around. Nobody knows what's going on. I don't know if this is the last interview I'm going to have of the day. So regardless, I'm super proud of this 20 group. No matter what happens, if we make it, if we don't make it, it's been so much fun this year. Contending for wins, leading laps. We set out a goal to lead more laps this year, to win more stages. We did that. We came in and we didn't have the prettiest day, but we tied the points, and I guess it's going to be a decision outside of us that's going to let us know if we made it or not.
Yeah, hang with us here for a minute, Kim.
And as we await the decision, Jeff Gordon down here talking to William Byron. William, you've seen the replay. You saw what Christopher Bell did with the 20. What do you think about his move? Do you think it was fair?
Well, I mean, he rode the wall, and there's a clear rule against riding the wall. So in my eyes, that's what counts. And the 23 stuff is what it is, but there's a lot going on there. So just see what they say here in a sec. And we had damage ever since the 12 shipped the 16 lap car out of the way and screwed up our toe. So we're just terrible in the long run for the final stage after that. So sucks, but proud of my team, and we'll see what happens here.
So just to confirm, you consider that a wall ride. You think it should not be his spot in the championship based on the move he made?
Yeah, there's a rule against it. We all sat in meetings and talked about whether there should be a rule against it, and he front tires were off the ground coming off of 4 there against the fence. So yeah, it happened in the past and it was fair game, but now the rule's against it, so I don't see how you can call it any different.
So here's the radio from the 3 of Austin Dillon.
You know the deal? Trying to find him and tell him. Justin, you tell crew chief also clear off. Out they go! 10-4, does the 1 crew chief know the deal? Yeah, he should.
Yes, so there you go. You hear communication about the 3 and the 1 car. And so now let's go listen to the 1 car.
Nice and spar with the 24 here down there, door. 24 is 1 to the good, 1 point to the good down there, even. 6 is lined up with the 3.
We've got a decision. Christopher Bell will not be going to Phoenix. Safety violation, riding the wall. It's against the rules. William Byron has been confirmed as the 4th and final position. Kim Kuhn is there. Kimmy?
Yeah, William Byron gets the final championship 4 position, the 20 with a safety violation. I know based on what you said before, you're probably happy with that ruling. What was it like sitting here waiting for it to come down?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not happy for anything, but the rule is what it is for the crossover gate over there and riding the wall, so it is what it is. I will go race and just proud of my team. We had a really hard-fought day overall, so proud of that.
That's William Byron. Dave, the other side is Christopher Bell.
Christopher, they have ruled against you, safety violation, wall ride. Your thoughts?
I don't know what to say. I I don't know. I don't know what to say.
You feel like the move was made and then you came off the wall, correct?
Well, I mean, I understand that the rule was made to prevent people from riding the wall, but my move was completely different than what Ross's was. I got loose getting into the corner and slid right into the fence. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what else to say.
Christopher Bell will not make it a third year in a row, Lee. It is a very, very tough situation.